We want to turn now to a series of stories that we are doing this week on how U.S. food regulations have left American consumers exposed to chemicals and additives that have been banned in other countries.
Toast in the morning, sandwich at lunch, that soft slice you grab for a quick snack. Bread feels like the safest, simplest thing you can eat. Just flour, water, and yeast, right? Wrong. Walk down the bread aisle, and you're surrounded by loaves hiding added sugars, chemical dough conditioners, and preservatives designed to keep them soft for weeks. Some brands have racked up recalls for metal fragments and plastic contamination. Others pack more sodium per slice than a bag of chips. The worst part? The most trusted names, the ones you grew up with, are often the biggest offenders. Today, we're exposing 10 bread brands you should never buy and revealing 2 that won't spike your blood sugar or fill you with chemicals. Stay until the end for the safe picks. One might already be in your freezer. 10 Bimbo. Walk into any supermarket from Texas to California, and you'll see that bright red, white, and blue logo. For millions of families, especially in Latino communities, Bimbo isn't just bread. It's the loaf your grandmother reached for every week. The one that showed up at every family gathering. The brand that's been part of kitchen tables for generations. That deep trust is exactly why what happened in June 2024 matters. The FDA issued a formal warning letter to Bimbo Bakeries USA, citing serious inspectional findings and labeling concerns. A warning letter isn't a minor slap. It's a federal flag telling a company to fix systemic problems in their production and safety controls. And it wasn't the first time. Over the past decade, Bimbo has been tied to multiple recalls involving glass and metal fragments in bread products, incidents that swept across several brands they own, including Sara Lee, Nature's Harvest, and products made for Walmart. When a bakery your family has trusted for years starts showing repeated failures and gets flagged by federal regulators, nostalgia can't protect you anymore. The FDA found sanitation failures and documentation gaps at Bimbo's facilities, the kind of problems that let contamination slip through before anyone catches it. When federal inspectors have to step in and tell you to fix your controls, it means your own quality checks weren't working. For a company baking millions of loaves every week across dozens of plants, that's not a small slip. That's a system-wide failure affecting every brand under the Bimbo name. Which family brand did you finally stop buying? What made you walk away? 9. Nature's Harvest. The green label catches your eye. The words whole grain sit right there on the package, promising something healthier, something better than basic white bread. For busy shoppers trying to make smarter choices, Nature's Harvest feels like the responsible pick. Whole wheat without the hassle of reading labels or hunting down specialty brands. But here's what that healthy label is hiding. Nature's Harvest is owned by Bimbo, and in 2015, it was swept into a regional recall after glass fragments were found in loaves. The incident affected multiple Bimbo-owned brands and exposed what happens when production controls fail at scale. Foreign objects make it through quality checks and land in thousands of homes before anyone catches the problem. The whole grain claim on the front doesn't protect you from what happens in the factory. And depending on which Nature's Harvest line you grab, the sodium can still hit 120 to 160 milligrams per slice. Not terrible, but not the health win the packaging suggests. Some flavored varieties hide added sugars and dough conditioners buried in ingredient lists most people never read. A green label and whole grain promise don't mean clean manufacturing. They just mean better marketing. If you want whole grains without the recall history, keep reading. We've got better options at the end. Ever bought something because the package looked healthy? Which brand fooled you? 8. King's Hawaiian. Pull one of these soft golden rolls from a party platter and it's hard to resist. That slight sweetness, the pillowy texture, the shiny glaze on top, King's Hawaiian rolls feel like a treat. And honestly, that's exactly what they are. The problem is, most people use them as bread. They make sandwiches with them, serve them as dinner rolls, pack them in lunchboxes like they're a normal everyday choice. But here's the truth. Each King's Hawaiian roll contains 4 to 6 grams of sugar. That's not bread. That's dessert pretending to be a side dish. Eat 2 rolls with lunch, which most people do, and you've just consumed 8 to 12 grams of added sugar before you even count what's between the slices. For seniors managing diabetes or anyone watching blood sugar, those numbers aren't small. They're a measurable hit that can spike glucose levels, especially when paired with other carbs in the same meal. The rolls are made with refined flour, sweetened with sugar, and engineered to